Hey everyone, I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of training cycling today. The mistake a lot of people make is every time they work out, it's a demonstration of strength rather than developing strength, meaning it's a maximum effort every single time. Especially younger trainers, they make this. So every time you go to the workout, you lift as much for as many reps as possible. And that sounds great in theory, but in reality, what happens is your central nervous system gets completely fatigued and your body gets fatigued as well, and then you no longer make progress. So you don't want to demonstrate strength every time you work out. Most of your workouts should be deposit training. Deposit training means you go in there and you work on developing strength. You leave a few reps in the bank, you don't train to failure, you get better at technique. Every session is a practice session. And then when you want to make a big withdrawal, you've developed so much strength and reserves and improved technique so much that when you make a withdrawal, you're going to set a really nice PR without burning yourself out or getting injured. So again, deposit training versus withdrawal training. Most of your sessions should be deposits. Now, in terms of cycling intensity, here's an easy strategy that I picked up from my friend Jack Reap. 3 weeks intense, and then 1 week a back off week. During the back off week, maybe you go at 60% of what you were doing during the intense phase. So that's a simple one. Train 3 weeks hard, back off 1 week. Now myself, I tend to go really hard for 5 or 6 weeks, and then I take a week off. So for example, this week I took an extra few days off. I didn't need to take an entire week off. My body wasn't burned out. I was setting PRs, I was feeling pretty fresh. But I knew that it would be greedy to keep trying to set more PRs. So take some time off, come back with additional recovery, because there's partial recovery and then there's full recovery. Most people have partial recovery in between each workouts. You need extended periods of time off for full recovery. So I took Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Today, Thursday, I jumped back in, did some deficit deadlifts, felt great, hit a PR on that. The rest of the workout was solid. Tomorrow I'm going to train again. Saturday I'll do some conditioning, then take Sunday, Monday off, come back in. Back to the 5-day-a-week training session. This is all intuitive. None of this stuff is planned. So at this stage in the game, I've been working out for a long time. I don't have to plan out these things on a piece of paper. I don't write programs for myself. I have an idea of where I'm going, and then I have an idea of what I'm going to work on, and then I cycle the intensity based on where I'm at. So if I'm feeling really strong, but I can tell that I'm pushing the upper limits of where I'm at, it's time to pull back the reins, dial things back in. And another cycling strategy is just doing different exercises instead of the same things. So instead of going heavy on deadlifts off the floor several times a week, do deficit deadlifts one day, do partial deadlifts another day, do trap bar deadlifts another day. That way you're giving it's different enough that you're giving yourself a break. You're not burning out those pathways. Same thing with squats. You could do barbell squat one day, you could do front squats another day, you could do box squats, you could do hammer strength squats. You see where I'm going? Just add in different motions that are similar but different enough that you don't burn out those pathways. So to summarize, try 3 weeks intense, 1 week back off, or take a week off for every 6 to 8 weeks on. And it doesn't even have to be a full week off. It could be 4 or 5 days. You don't want to go more than 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think more than a week, frankly, is too much. When you go 2 weeks, your body gets out of the groove of effective training, and you find that everything feels out of sync. So you don't want to take 2 weeks off unless you absolutely have to. Maybe you have a bad flu or you're injured. You can still do things like mobility work and work around injuries, so there's no reason to just sit on your ass for 2 weeks. There's no benefit, in my opinion, whatsoever of doing that. And again, it gets you out of the rhythm of training. So a week, frankly, is the most you should take off. And if you avoid training to failure and you avoid the upper limits of what you can do, you're probably not even going to need to take a week off, maybe just a couple extra days here and there. Now, during these back off periods, what do? Well, I get a massage once a week, so I made sure to get a massage on Monday, and then I went to the M Spa and sat in the hot tub and the steam room and the sauna, and then I did that, several rotations of that. You do a cold water plunge, and then several rotations such as 15 minutes in the hot tub, 15 minutes in the sauna, cold plunge, maybe lie down for a few minutes, and then repeat. So honestly, this feels like a workout in terms of I'm really tired after this, but in a really good, relaxed way. So you get your body as relaxed as possible so that your sleep is through the roof, or your sleep quality is through the roof. And then, so of course, this week I made sure I always get 8 hours of deep sleep. But my sleep was really deep this week, especially after a couple days of giving my body a break from training. I was able to get into a more relaxed state. So anyway, today I'm back at it. Tomorrow I'm back at it. Saturday I'm back at it. And then I'm going to get back into my rhythm of 5 workouts per week next week and do that for probably 8 weeks and then do another back off period. So there's some information on cycling intensity, the importance of cycling intensity, and why most of your workouts should be deposit training as opposed to withdrawal. All right, take care everyone. Have a good day.